Hey guys, it is Jeanette, aka Sweet Jean, and I'm just coming here for a quick recap or an update. My last video was on November the 19th, Tuesday. That was actually my off week of chemo because I take chemo twice, 2 weeks in a row, and then 1 week off, 2 weeks in a row, and then 1 week off. It's a 21-day cycle. And so the first chemo that I get in the first week is 3 chemos, a bone strengthener, and steroids, pre-meds, things like that. And then the following week, I get, instead of 3, I get 2 chemos, and then a steroid and pre-meds. So it's a little bit less chemo on the second week, and it's not as long getting it in my port. So then that was the week of the 19th. Then the following week, which was Thanksgiving, I didn't get to see the doctor, and she just didn't have any appointments because she was on vacation, and there were only so many days to work with that week, and she was completely booked. So I didn't get to see her until, I wrote some notes, I think the following, when did I see her? That was the 27th. I think it was the 12th of, was it the 12th? No, it was the 5th of December, which should have been a Thursday. I'm pretty sure it was a Thursday. So I had to pay $180 out of pocket because I was still having issues with my insurance. I never spoke to the agent that was supposed to contact me. He would never answer his phone. His voicemail always said that he was either in a meeting, out of the office, or on a conference call. And he just I never spoke with him. And so finally one day I said, I wonder if this is like a work phone or a cell phone. So I texted that number, and then he replied back, and I explained to him what had happened. And he said that he knew about it, that he had sent the information back to my employer, and that my employer should have got a hold of me. And so I spoke to my HR department, and she said, he's supposed to send you a link for the insurance, and the deadline's coming up. And so they were extending it, or I'm not sure if they were extending it specifically for me, or if they knew that there was a situation where I wasn't reached out to, and so they had to allow me some time to enroll. So basically, he finally sent me the link the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and said I basically needed to have it completed by the end of the workday. And so he sent me the link at 4 p.m. So there I am scrambling, trying to get a policy, because they offer you different options, and all of them were HMOs. And I had to go through and see if my doctor or my facility was in network, if I was going to be needing an authorization. And it was just a lot for me to do within an hour. So when it came to completion, I was kind of frustrated because the premiums had gone up, and the pre-existing was not covered at 100% like the previous insurance. And so I knew I couldn't afford it, but I needed to have something, even if it was going to put me in debt. I would just figure that part out later as far as how to pay it back. And so when it came to push, click the button to complete, it would say, please log in. And I was like, okay, I think I am already logged in, because in the upper right hand corner it would say, hello, Jeanette. So then I would try logging in, and then a pop-up would come up and say, you are already logged in, please refresh your browser. So I would refresh the browser, and then it would kick me out of 2019 coverage to 2020 coverage starting January 1st. But the link he sent me was for November and December to finish off the year. And so I didn't want to, well, not that I didn't want to, but I needed to have the coverage for the 2 months that I was missing. So then I'm like, maybe it's because I'm on my phone. So then I opened up my laptop and I tried my quickest to get on there, open the link, and did everything that I was supposed to do. And when it goes to, complete, finish, it says, please log in, which I was already logged in. So I tried logging in again in the little pop-up, filled out the little fields, and it said, you are already logged in, please refresh your browser. So I refreshed the browser, and then it would jump to January 2020 coverage. And so then I'm contacting the agent by text, and he's like, I'm sorry that I cannot be of much help. Maybe contact tech support. And so, of course, I'm frustrated because here I am trying to do all this within an hour because it's the deadline. And then my employer is not even available for me to contact because it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's already 5 o'clock. We're off on Thursday and we're off on Friday. And I won't be able to speak to anybody till Monday. So Monday comes around. And luckily, I had taken screenshots of all the times that it said for me to log in. And it was time stamped. And you could see the time with the screenshots that I was trying to complete the process. And then I even took pictures of my laptop with the same pop-ups that kept coming up. And I even screenshotted mine and the agent's text messages back and forth, and where he sent me the link at 4 p.m. and said I needed to be done by the end of the workday. And then my texting to him about having trouble completing it, and then I sent him the screenshots, and then him replying that he couldn't be of much help for me to contact tech support. So I think that was important that I screenshotted my phone pop-ups on the insurance website and took pictures of my laptop where it did the same exact thing. And so I sent that to my HR department, and she said she was going, that it should not have been so hard for me, that he should not have made it so hard for me, that he should have picked up the phone, and if he needed to walk me through something, if there was a glitch in something, he should have been able to help me. And so I just told her that I was very frustrated. Excuse me. Just told her that I was very frustrated, and I was just getting upset, and I was getting depressed. And so I guess it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I have Medicare Part A only, which is hospital. And so I called Medicare, and I was talking to them, and I actually qualify for Medicare Part A and Part B. So I called my oncologist office and told them about the Medicare Part A and Part B, and then they said that they would rebill all of my visits from November to Medicare. Unfortunately, Medicare only covers 80%, and I still have to cover 20%, which is fine, which is a lot less than what I thought I was going to have to pay. So luckily, I have Medicare Part A and Part B, and there's like a 60-day grace period for you to get insurance for 2020. If your employer offers you insurance and you decline it, or you can't do it for whatever reason, there's a grace period. It's like open enrollment season where you have so many days to enroll in a whole new policy. So then my oncologist told me that I should call Medicare back and ask them, different, not supplemental, but Medicare Advantage replacement. So I got a hold of Blue Cross Blue Shield Choice Plus PPO, which my oncologist does take. And they took all my information over the phone. And I do qualify for coverage as long as I still have the Medicare. As long as I still qualify for Medicare Part A and B, then I could get on the Blue Cross insurance. So starting January 2020 for the calendar year, my premiums would go down to zero. I still have like a $6,000 deductible. And the good thing is once the out-of-pocket is met, then I'm covered at 100% for the remaining year. So there is a silver lining to all of my insurance frustrations and depression and back and forth and red tape. So, of course, they say they have to check everything out. They take what I tell them verbally, and if there's something that they have any questions on, if they need to get a hold of my employer for any reason to verify the hours that I work a week, how much I get paid every 2 weeks, my Social Security, disability benefits, etc. If there's anything that they need to verify, of course, they'll verify it. But I mean, I answered everything that they asked me over the phone truthfully. I mean, I didn't lie about anything because I don't need anything biting me in the butt later on, trying to cut corners or anything like that. Try to be an honest person all the time. I just want to do things the right way. And, I know that healthcare isn't free and people need to get paid and bills need to get paid. And I know that I have a responsibility to take care of. And, I try to just be a responsible person and try to be a good Samaritan. I like to one day say that I don't lie, steal, or cheat. And I'm getting better. I mean, I do tell little white lies every once in a while. I don't steal. And I don't cheat. I don't like people who cheat. It's just so dishonest. You could tell a lot about a person who cheats. But as far as stealing, something happened it's probably been like a year or two ago where I paid for something at a gas station and they gave me like $5 extra. And I knew that when she handed it to me that there was extra money there and I didn't say anything. And so I felt bad about it. So in that sense, I guess I am stealing, obviously, and I hope that that person didn't get in trouble. They're probably new or something like that. But anyhow, that's neither here or there. I'm still having chemo done at the hospital because I only have Medicare at the moment, and the Blue Cross won't start until January 1st. So I had my my cycle started again on December the 6th. I went in at 8 in the morning and it was such a long day. I didn't even get out, or they didn't finish the chemo until 2:15 a.m. So I went in on a Friday and I was done Saturday early morning. So I spent the night and then I was released in the morning. And then I went this past Friday the 13th of December. And that was a shorter chemo because the first chemo has 3 chemotherapies, plus the steroids, plus the pre-meds, post-meds, things like that. And then that was the 6th. And then the 13th, which was this past Friday, I only had 2 chemotherapies pumped into me with steroid. I don't know if I got the bone strengthener, the Zometa. So I went in at 8 in the morning. Actually, I got in a little bit earlier than 8 because I said maybe if I go in earlier, they'll have a bed available. So anyways, I went in like 7:40, around there in the morning, and I was done by 4:45 p.m. same day. So I was able to come home. I actually started feeling it, even though it was less chemo. Like I didn't get the Herceptin on this past one, the 13th, but I felt sick. Like I got home, my stomach felt nauseous. I took some nausea medication, the kind that goes under the tongue and it dissolves, and it's supposed to help quickly. So it helped quickly, but my body was still like aching. And I was laying down. I had to lay down, went to sleep. I was in and out of sleep. My stomach was hurting. I was groaning in bed and tossing and turning, trying not to toss and turn, because the more you toss and turn, the more my stomach would get upset, and the more that my muscles ached. And then, of course, I got sick. Chemotherapy caused me to have diarrhea. So there I am, trying to get up out of bed with an aching body, fatigue, tired, just like out of it. And that was Friday night. And then Saturday I was in bed all day again. I didn't eat anything. Well, actually I ate an apple Saturday night because my son was like, "Mom, you need to eat something." And I was like, "I can't eat. I can't, my stomach hurts." So he's like, "Well, by 9 p.m., if you haven't eaten anything, even if it's not like super crackers, you need to at least have a banana or an apple." So 9 o'clock came around, and he came and he had one banana in one hand and an apple in the other hand. And the banana was a little bit bruised. So I was like, "Okay, I'll take the apple." So then he went and washed it, because if it's a fruit or a vegetable that you bite into, like raw, I guess they tell you to wash it with soap because of the pesticides. Anyways, so he went and washed my apple, dried it off, and brought it back. So I had an apple on Saturday. And then Sunday I woke up and I felt so much better. I had the need to get out and get some fresh air. And so it was like 2 o'clock by the time I was able to shower and change and take breaks in between showering and changing and putting on my makeup. And then we went and had Denny's. I was craving pancakes. My mom had made some food, but it was like chorizo and egg, or chorizo and papa. And I was afraid that the chorizo was going to upset my tummy because of the grease, the oils, and stuff like that. I didn't want anything too greasy or heavy in my tummy because I didn't want to upset my stomach, since I was just getting over having a stomach ache. And so I went and I had some pancakes. I don't know if that was any better. I felt okay. Went and had some pancakes at Denny's, and my son had moons over my hammy. And then we both had waters, because whenever the week following chemo, I can't have like soda because that just upsets my stomach. I can have like water, I can have juice, I can have like Powerade, like apple juice, grape juice, stuff like that. vitamin water, flavored water. It's just, if I have something like a soda with all the fizz, that'll mess me up for the rest of a few days following chemo. And so now, like I said, there's a silver lining. I do have the Medicare Part A and B, hospital and medical. It only covers 80%, but in the new year, I should qualify for the Blue Cross Choice Plus PPO, which premiums are $0 per month. And once the deductible's met, I'm covered at 100% for the remaining year. So I guess everything does happen for a reason. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. This short video ended up being over 20 minutes long. And I'm sitting in front of the Christmas tree. It's not lit, but there's little angel wings right there. It's not lit, but you know, it is what it is. I do want to say thank you to everybody who has left sweet comments and has offered to do like a GoFundMe page, which I have the hardest time asking for money or for help. I don't know why. It's like, I will give you my last dollar. If it means that I don't eat, it's fine, as long as you have it. I will give you the shirt off my back if you're cold, even if it means I'll be cold. I don't know if it's because my zodiac sign is a Cancer, and we're just very like, how should I say, giving and caring, and we care about our home. We like to stay home a lot. We have a big heart. Not that any of the other signs don't, but that's just me. I don't know. It's just brought up that way. So anyhow, thank you for all the well wishes. Thank you so much for everybody who offered to start a GoFundMe page. I actually had one the very first couple of months finding out that I had cancer, to help me pay for my deductible, because I was so lost. I didn't know what to do. My friends did a barbecue plate sale, and you know, it didn't really take off, but I think I closed it or something like that. I think I had something with PayPal me. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look into it because I need to close that as well. Anyhow, if you are one of my Ride or Die subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to support me and my channel and follow my journey, follow my life with this terminal illness. If you are new to the channel, I hope I didn't scare you with all these details. This is just an update video since I haven't updated anybody in about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, and I know people get worried and want to know what happened to me. So I do apologize that I don't make more videos more often, but whenever I have the 2 weeks on of chemo, I'm just so tired and so fatigued, and it's just I'm drained. My energy gets drained, but I need to start getting better. I need to start getting out. I need to start walking more, because I do plan on going back to work. I only work 15 hours a week, and I need to make some money. You know, I have bills to pay, and you know, debts that need to be paid off. And then yeah, take it from there. I'm gonna tell my oncologist, who has me off of work right now, but I'm gonna tell her that I'm ready to go back, maybe mid-January, a couple of weeks after New Year's, and start this 2020 off, you know, strong, hopefully. I say that, but you know, putting it out there into the universe. So if you're new to the channel and you like me or you like my personality, we would love to have you be part of this community. So you can subscribe and hit the notification bell, just so that I don't get lost in your feed. Just so you're notified of my next video that comes out. If you care to, like I said, follow my journey, my life with terminal breast cancer. So I think that's it. I'm just rambling on now. So I'm scatterbrained. So anyhow, I will talk to you guys in the next video.